Well, welcome everybody back to the Figure Kit Garage, fellow resin heads and kit builders. Brent Krug back with another out-of-the-box review. The kit on the table is one of the latest offerings from David Horvath over at Nostalgic Resin Productions. Wow, I was able to actually say that without screwing it up. This kit is a 4-piece 3D printed resin kit depicting the actress Zita Johann from the 1932 film The Mummy. In the film, the actress that plays this character, which is Anuk Sunamun, this is from the flashback sequence where Imhotep reminds the lady that he sees of who she once was. And this is a kit that is taken directly from a original promo photo of Miss Johann from the film. And it's actually a really, really beautifully done likeness. And this is the original black and white photo that this is based off of. So big, big thumbs up to David Sculptor for capturing this character the way that he did. And it is a one of two versions. This is the 1/8 scale version that retails for $90 shipped, and at its full height is 10 1/4 inches tall. It also comes in a 1/6 scale version, which is 14 inches tall and is $160 shipped. And as you can see back here, the box art, as well as the framed art, was done by David's daughter, Erin Horvath. Very beautiful artwork. She's showing herself to be one heck of a good artist. We'll take a look at these pieces, and we'll start off with the base. Nicely sculpted texture detail. The front, the sides, the back, as well as the area where she will sit. And then we have the 3D printed relief of the original movie poster. Karloff the Uncanny as the Mummy. Just a little bit of skill and a lot of imagination could really, really make that thing stand out. But this is really, really beautiful. Lots of texture to it. A universal picture. And that will sit. I'm going to try and attach this. Please let this work. I've had enough failures for this weekend. I don't want another one. This is meant to be a really perfect backdrop for this. Nicely thought out. These are still available. I believe he is beginning to ship the 1/6 scale kits very soon. But when completed and glued together, the backdrop will look just like that. And I got to admit, that's really nicely thought out for a kit like this. And then we will take a look at the skirt and the legs and see the designs that were in the photo. The artist translated really, really beautifully the flowers around the just above the lower hem of the skirt, and then the little design along the actual hem of the skirt itself flows really, really nicely. Right down to the same type of sandal she wore in the film. So great attention to detail was paid to this. And then she is notched along the back side of the dress to where it will sit just along the edge, like that. Stay. And then we have the upper body, and this is going to be a challenge for painters that get this because the upper body, arms and all, are printed in one piece. I'll bring that in closer, but you can see the level of detail. Likeness is very beautiful. The designs in the top that she wears in the film, and there are very good shots of this outfit that she wears. Those can be found on Google. The hair hanging down, that drapes down her arms, and then the level of detail in the headdress that she's wearing, really gorgeous. Now this will have to be cut off, sanded down, and then the hole in the back of her hair will have to be filled in, and the hair detail will have to be resculpted. But once she is on there, a little bit of putty work is going to be required. It's a model kit. Get used to it. Just a little bit of putty work and a lot of patience to get that to blend in. And then she will sit. I'm going to hold her together and up there. These don't fall. But that is going to be how the kit will look. Very, very beautiful piece. This character, to my knowledge, has never ever been done before. And sorry about my arm in the way. David came up with a hell of a compliment, and this would look perfect sitting right next to the original Mobius Models Mummy kit, which I do have a built copy of, but this would sit perfectly right next to it. So if you are interested in purchasing this, and if you're a fan of the Universal Monster films or the Mummy in general, this is a kit that would definitely go great in your collection because it fits in perfectly with the rest of those characters. And my hat's off to David for coming up with an absolutely original idea that no one's ever tried before in a display that I've never seen attempted. A very original and unique idea, very well thought out. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a display like that. So, very beautiful kit. Congratulations to David. You got another winner on your hands. And I am going to pause this and switch over because I'm going to be doing another review of the exact same identical kit in two different scales, also by David Horvath. And once you see who it is, you'll kind of understand why I've waited a little bit longer than normal to do this review, and I'll explain that as well. So stick around, I'll be right back. All right, we're back, and as you can see on the table, I have two versions of the exact same kit in 1/6 scale on the right and 1/8 scale on the left. And we'll start with the 1/6 scale or 1/8 scale kit. This is the Librarian, and she is meant to finish off a series of plastic kits based around a certain 1960s television series about a very particular Caped Crusader. Sadly, the company that produced those plastic kits never intend to produce her in any capacity. So David took it upon himself to come up with one, and him and his sculptor teamed up to do an absolutely beautiful job to finish off that series. And the librarian was limited to only 49 pieces total. She is now completely sold out, no longer available. He may redo her at a later time with a different base, because when you see the base, it took a lot of resin for him to print. This kit comes in 5 total pieces. There is a nameplate. I'm going to leave that out. And as you can see, I have Silly Putty blocking off certain insignias on her outfit for very obvious reasons. For anybody that has built the remainder of those plastic kits, you know which kit we've been waiting for and still have not seen. These are printed and shipped by David. This sold for $75 shipped. And it also comes with replacement heads for the green riddle guy, which this is a much better likeness than what comes with the plastic kit. And this will use the mask that comes with that kit to complete that character. You see the question mark on his hat. You should know who this is. And then the purple clown Prince of Crime is what this will go to. A much, much better likeness overall to replace the the original. We're going to take a look at the base for this piece, and as you can see, there's a rock-shaped base. You can see just sitting in my hand how big this thing really is, and how thick the walls were done on the inside for the overall support process. You know, a lot of thought went into this, making sure that this would hold up over time. But very nicely completed. And then the cape and the head are one solid piece. The mask detail, the ears, very fine detail on the hair. Very little in the way of print support divots that need to be taken care of. And once this is placed onto the upper body, it's almost a perfect fit. And with the upper body, the arms and the hands are printed onto the body as well. A beautiful detail in the utility belt. This one actually needs very little prep work to get together, and her head will sit just like that. As you can see, it's almost a perfect fit. Maybe a little bit of putty, but not very much needed. I've already seen a few of these built, and there's very little putty work needed at all. But very nicely engineered all the way around. And then the legs and the very unique pair of boots that she wore in the series, right down to the zipper on the insides. And she will fit together just like that. Now I have to widen the hole a little bit because her left foot will peg into that base. But there you have the librarian. And when this kit went up for sale, it went quick. I won't lie. It did go really quick. There were a lot of guys waiting for this to finish their plastic kit series. and I don't blame him one bit. I'm glad I got it, because this was one that was becoming a fairly big headache for a lot of us. And then the librarian, and here we have that girl. And she is done in 1/6 scale. She is still available at the time of this review. She is 10.6 inches tall. She is $100 shipped in the US. 5 pieces. She also has a nameplate that's the exact same as the one that comes with the librarian. And again, printed and shipped by David Horvath. This is just a larger version of the librarian with a much different base. And the base is a manhole cover depicting a map of the city in which she resides, with a little sidewalk texture. This is really, really well thought out. I was impressed with this when I saw it, and I was like, that's one of the best ideas I think I've seen yet. I mean, you could actually do that with the plastic kits as well if you wanted to. But they are printed hollow. But just the possibilities for rust washes and all different types of textures on this base alone are endless. And then, again, the mask detail, the ears, all the way down the cape. Very little prep work needed. A few minor supports have to be cut off or pulled out. And then, as well, on the librarian, that girl has the arms and the hands printed all together in one shot. Drain holes that drain holes, pressure holes to, need a little bit of fill in, but that's minor skills needed for that, to even that up. You'll never even see those with the way this is going to be displayed, because once the body and the upper part go together, you'll never even know they're there, because you won't see them at all. Very well engineered, again, and very well thought out. And the detail is even more striking in the larger scale. The legs done the exact same way. The zippers on the boots. Excuse me. The legs. Gratuitous butt shot. There we go. And there you have that girl. Very, very beautiful kit. As a standalone, it's absolutely perfect. Very big thank you to David Horvath, not only for doing that girl, but for finishing off that plastic kit series with the librarian. I will leave contact information for David Horvath at Nostalgic Resin Productions. Wow, that's twice. In the comments section down below. As I said, the librarian is now sold out. May be reproduced at a later time with a much different base than what you see here. But when that announcement comes up, check out the Nostalgic Resin Productions Facebook page. Geez, that's 3 times. Hat trick. For more for update information. And if you're interested in that girl, as I said, it is still available. I am not sure how many he has left. So if you're interested, please contact him and let him know you're interested. In light of the video debacle that I posted early yesterday morning, I want to say a big, big thank you to folks who responded to that video. It meant a lot. The support means a lot. My subscribers, you guys mean a lot to me. And I'm looking forward to do more reviews. I have made the decision. I am going to finish Deckard. I'm not going to give up on it. I just got to strip it back down, start all over from the ground up. So for this review of Lost Love, The Librarian, and That Girl, produced by David Horvath of Nostalgic Resin Productions, this has been the Figure Kit Garage. Everybody stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Build a kit.